I, uh, I know we haven't known each other very long, but I have to admit, I never thought you'd the type to invite someone out to eat just because they have a few questions. Oh, really? They're very important questions. Well then, I guess I have to give really good answers. I hope whatever I give you lives up to your expectations. But I have a question of my own, if you don't mind. Great. Well, I was wondering what you thought of the game so far. I mean, I know you've been giving little bits of feedback and things that need to be finished before we actually release the game, but that's all the technical stuff. How do you feel when you actually play the game? You like it? I mean, if you didn't like it, you're welcome to be honest with me about it. No game is going to appeal to the entire market after all. So, is there anything about the game itself that you don't find particularly appealing in any way? Like the setting, or the way some of the characters were written, or anything? You wish you could have recruited the farmer NPC from the bear hunting side quest? I didn't think anyone would get attached to the character, if I'm being honest. If you don't mind me asking, what is it about them that made you want to try and recruit them into your party? Just interested in getting to know them better, huh? But, I mean, it would have been a little difficult for the farmer to leave their farm and join the party, don't you think? If the farmer left, then there wouldn't really be anyone else who tended the sheep or the wheat fields, since they were the only person in the entire village who could manage to do both. I'm sorry if it disappointed you. You must have really liked the farmer, but I think it's far too late into development to change that part of the story. Also, I think it's not really my decision to make. You're probably right. There is always fanfiction, isn't there? Weird? Of course not. Why would I think writing something about a character you like would be weird? If anything, it's actually really flattering. We can't all be satisfied when it comes to these things, so it's a good way to express your thoughts about the things you enjoy. Oh, yeah, I was pretty into it during my time. Fun stuff. So, any idea what you're planning on ordering? I mean, I'm not really trying to rush you or anything, just curious mostly. Me? You're gonna think this is a little silly of me, but I was kind of thinking of getting the build your own stuffed French toast. Well, I mean, it's not that I think the idea of it itself is silly, but you know, I just figured you maybe thought I had some sort of more refined palate or something. Being the head developer of a game and all. Oh wow, I just noticed all the different options for different allergens and dietary restrictions. Sorry, I just got a little bit excited to see that. That's true. We really don't know each other very well. I guess we really don't get a lot of time to talk to each other since you and the others are always testing the game, and you mostly all go home at the end of the day. But I guess that's part of the reason you and I are here now, isn't it? To talk. So, what sort of questions did you have for me? What inspired me to get into game development? Well, it's because I've always liked playing games. I especially enjoyed exploring the mechanics and how things work, and I've kind of always been fascinated with how different things work, whether they were games or toys. Yeah, I actually did make mods for games in the past, but that was a lucky guess. It is how I got my start trying to understand how games actually work, though. Well, I guess one of my favorite things about game development is getting to see someone's reaction to the end result. The most annoying part is definitely building on the code little by little to get things just right. I mean, I like doing it and all, but I guess I just wish I could get things to work right a lot faster than going line by line. You know? Oh yeah, a lot of nights spent running on sugar and caffeine. But it's not something that everyone does. Just me, really. At least on this project. I can't really speak for other projects by other teams. So, now that I've answered a couple of your basic questions about why I do what I do, would you mind if I ask you the same? What is it that you like most about gaming? Are you a story or a character person? You know, I can't really explain it, but you do seem the type to be into that. Oh, it looks like the server's coming. You know what you want, right? Alright, wanna go first then? Go on, tell them. Oh, right. My turn. Um, can I... Can I get the build your own French toast with a chocolate cream filling and a raspberry compote? Caramel drizzle and powdered sugar on top? The eggs? Oh, can I just get the whites? Thank you. Stop looking at me like that. What's so funny? I already told you that sugar and caffeine get me through my nights at work. It's a hard habit to break. Cut me some slack, will ya? You know, I think this is the first time I've heard you laugh like that. You don't really laugh like that at any of the game dialogue, and I don't think a joke has gotten you this way before. But to think my sweet tooth is the thing that lets me hear that laugh of yours, that's certainly something. Huh? Ah, I just mean that I think it's nice that something so mundane can make you laugh. It's kind of endearing, you know? Am I really saying things like that so suddenly? I don't think it's sudden at all. I mean, I think I've been talking the same way I always talk with you. You know, the few times we've spoken together. I've seemed more nervous this whole time. Well, that's just because I haven't eaten here before. So I was a little nervous about trying it out and all. Still seem nervous? Well, of course. I'm really curious about how the food is going to turn out. There were a lot of choices on that list after all. I'm starting to wonder if I chose things that wouldn't go well together. I should just try to relax. Maybe... Maybe you're right. I'm probably just overthinking things again. Do I overthink often? Oh, all the time. I can't tell you how many times it's gotten me stuck when I'm trying to fix bugs in coding. But right now, it's not about anything urgent, so there's no need to worry. For you, at least. You feel like I'm trying to hide something. Mostly my nervousness, I assure you. I mean, what would you think of me if you found out what's making me nervous? Oh, yeah, right. The food. That's what it is. Yep, nothing else. There is no way they're buying this. Maybe I should cook now? No, wait. I should do it after we leave the diner. That's romantic, right? Definitely. Oh no, they're saying something and I wasn't listening at all. Huh? What was that? You were asking if I was doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Oh, food's here. Well, time to eat then. You want the last couple bites of mine? Yeah, I think it's safe to say I've gotten my fill of sweets for tonight. And there's not really any point in putting this little into a container. You'll take it? Alright then. Open up. There we go. So, what do you think? It's good, right? And you were laughing at me. You know, I had a good time tonight. I feel like I know you a little better now than I did before. I'm not sure if this is inappropriate or not, but would you mind if I said something? I was really glad when you invited me out for dinner tonight. Our working schedules don't really seem to line up very well, so there hasn't been a lot of time for us to chat like that. And I really enjoyed it, but there's something that's been on my mind all night. You're a really great person, and if I'm being honest, I kind of wanted to get to know you better since you started your testing. And I know that after you're done with the beta, I might not get a chance to see you again, so I wanted to ask if maybe you'd want to, go out, get together, that sort of thing. Yeah, like partners. You have a confession to make. This whole thing was a what? A test? What were you testing? Our affinity? Wow, you're such a nerd. A gamer would say something like that. But I guess that makes you my nerd? Well then, I'm glad I have such a cute nerd to call my partner. So, does this mean you won't be upset about the whole not recruiting the farmer thing? I can't believe my biggest competition is a clumsy farmer in a game I helped make. But it's nothing I haven't handled before. I mean, it's not like I'm out here trying to defeat the Demon Lord. Besides, what's a little competition when what's at stake is the hand of the most radiant person in all the land?